Hi, good morning. Can you rock mine? They said my comments will appear here. Okay, so I'm just going to talk. I don't know if anybody's going to join me. I hope you guys will, because I want to discuss. Okay, hi Robert. So I'm going to discuss what I'm going to be doing as of like yesterday. If you've seen, I added Fatherless Hustle to the name and changed the profile picture. Hey Frank. So I've been talking about it forever. Um, about not working directly on individual cases and kind of changing up what I've been doing for 8 years, and that's working on specific or exclusively on child support. Hey guy, how are you guys doing this morning? Thanks for joining me. And oh, thank you so much. And that's because I'm going to start talking about this fatherless crisis agenda, or uh, the alleged fatherless crisis. And I'm working on writing a book. I don't know if it's going to be a book, or I don't know what it's going to be right now. And so in that, I'm doing a bunch of research, and I've been researching for a while. So I'm going to start putting the information that I'm finding on this platform, on this page. So I'm just letting you guys know, because a lot of you guys have been with me since day one and have been supporting the page forever, forever. So I just didn't want to start posting a bunch of different information without talking to you guys and letting you guys know what I was doing, because I just thought that was disrespectful. Oh, thank you, Joseph. I just wanted to, guys, let you guys know what I was doing and why I was switching it up. So what I'm doing, like the child support issues, in my opinion. No, not in my opinion. Since I've been doing this, the information is out there. And I've said this over and over again. When I came on the scene back in 2013, the information out there, incentive money, Title 4D, matching funds, welfare reform, like the terms that are so common now were not common then. If you came on social media and all that kind of stuff, that you couldn't find, even Google, you couldn't find that information. So now it's everywhere. So to myself, I'm a broken record when I put this stuff out. However, I enjoy sharing the information, because so many people don't know. So I'm connected to this. This is my passion, helping parents, putting the information out, hopefully preventing somebody from being caught up in the child support hustle. So me walking away from this movement, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do it. However, me being 100% into this movement, I can't do it anymore, because it's so saturated that I find myself in debates with people about things that why am I debating this? 9 times out of 10, what you're talking about is probably something that I probably wrote about it 10 years ago, 12 years ago. So it's getting redundant. I'm getting arguments with people, not arguments, but they're arguing with me, and I'm just, okay, are y'all still here? So anyway, I had to find something, not had to find, but something that caught my attention, which hadn't before, but I always saw it, and that is this fatherless crisis. I saw it over the years. I kept seeing it and kept seeing it. Hi, Ty. Who's that? Tyree, Eddie, repetitive, broken record. It's kicking a lot of people ass, Brandon. Child support is horrible. It's horrible. And believe it or not, before I go on to that, there have been so many changes in the child support program over the years since I've been in this, because they were exposed. Believe it or not, they have been exposed, and there have been so many changes to the status quo. But so this fatherless crisis has been going on, and they've been talking about it. Well, all this stuff is connected. And let me I'm not going to say too much, but just the reason for this. So first of all, in the movement, there is a child support reform part of it, and then there's a shared parenting part of it. Now, if once I point this out, you guys are going to say, oh, okay. What a lot of the shared parenting movements or organizations, if you look at what they say, they'll say they don't mind, they don't mind paying child support. They just want to see their children. And the reason why, and they're not really on the child support reform part of it, they're just on the shared parenting part of it. Okay, Joseph, let me just say just real quick. Let me just get this out. The reason is that many of the people that fight this is because, or the reason for the separation is that child support is looked at as a black man's issue, a black father's issue. And I know this is going to, some people be like, oh, no. Listen, I've been doing this for a long time. I have, and I'm very, very observant. Not only that, but I've been in a lot of discussions. So that is because black men are abandoners. Traditionally, they abandon their children. So that's a code word. They don't mind taking care of paying child support. They just want to see their children. So that's where you see the disconnect. And that's why you didn't hear a lot of these organizations talking about child support reform prior to around 2013, 2014, when I stepped on the scene and started dropping these facts about the child support system. Then you start seeing people talking about incentives and how the government was getting money for every dollar. They was getting $5 and things like that. That's when these organizations start talking about child support more, because traditionally it was a black man's issue. So then you start seeing them pushing this fatherless crisis. And the reason why I'm saying it's not a crisis, I saw Joseph in the comments. So this is my take on the crisis that I keep seeing. If it was a crisis, as they say, then how come there's always a fatherless crisis? When they put the post up, they don't say a number in general, or a demographic, all demographic. It's always the black children. They always say this number, there was this number of children born out of wedlock during this time, but in the 60s, the 60s, there was this many children versus now, or the 2019, or whatever. They don't ever say, well, there was this many white children, or this many Hispanic children, or this many. There's never another comparison. It's always black children. You see the relationship that they build. So fatherlessness, the epidemic, is always or the crisis is always related to black children. And then you add the talking point, or the narrative that welfare destroyed the black family. So you contribute the missing link of the welfare queen, the black woman, and you add her in there. So you got your absent father, black father, you got your welfare queen mother, black mother, and then you got your fatherless black children. You got this fatherless epidemic, and we know that the fatherless children wreak havoc on the society. They are the reason for all the society's social ills. Then you come to it. Why don't y'all fix it? Now, we know the problems. And if you look, I put a chart up and I compared fatherless children, everything that they keep telling us, all the problems that these fatherless children have or cause. They have obesity, they have psychological problems, pregnancy, early pregnancy, dropping out of school, drugs, all this. But you look at parental children that go through parental alienation, damn near identical. So my solution, and I know it can't be this simple, because people have been fighting to see their children for years. Outlaw parental alienation. Because these children aren't really fatherless, because the dad doesn't live in the home. Look up the definition of how they describe fatherless. Right, parental alienation is real. So why not outlaw it? Make it illegal to not let one parent, mother or father, but we're talking about fathers, not be able to see their children. Lock somebody up. Lock that mother up. And I'm not talking about no 6 months. I'm talking about 10 years. If fatherless children are the reason that society is a mess, that society is all horrible, and oh my gosh, just look up the damage that these fatherless children are causing. But you can alienate. Look at the numbers. They're damn near, they're close. And those are estimates. If they are wreaking, these fatherless kids are wreaking that much havoc, and we know it. And they've been talking about this since the 60s, since that racist ass Moynihan report came out. If that has been the issue, and we know that now, we know, so make it illegal for a mother to keep a father away from their child. Now, am I tripping? Or is it that simple to fix the problem? And finally, because I got to get up out of here, but I just want to let y'all know why the change and what I'm working on. And some people they're not gonna rock with it. Some people are. Hey, I don't do it for the likes and the views. It's already unlawful, but I don't see anybody getting locked up. I don't see any stories, Adam, where somebody's getting 10 years for alienating their kid from their father. I know it's 10 years. I think it's in, I think Idaho. I think Idaho, you can get 10 years locked up and $25,000 fine. Is it Idaho? I'm gonna have to look it up. If you don't pay child support, if you get convicted of that, you can get fined like $100,000, 10 years. Like, they got real serious penalties if you don't pay that child support. But I haven't heard of anyone doing any hard time for keeping the father from their kids. So I'm gonna talk to the experts. I'm not an expert in this, but to me, that'll fix that fatherless epidemic that we hear so much about all the time. What y'all think? But I'm gonna post facts. Y'all know I post facts. But if y'all, if you're not here for it, I understand. I'm going to be making videos about it. I'm going to take y'all on the journey with me. But this is another reason why this is very important. It's very important to dispel the myth that welfare destroyed the black family. Whether it did or whether it didn't, I personally think that it didn't. Oh, thank you, Jay. Thank you, Brooklyn. I personally think that it didn't. I think that as far as I see, I don't think the black family is destroyed. I see black families all the time. I mean, not in my car, not right now. I'm in a parking lot, but I see black families all the time. So I don't know what. I don't know where that what. But I see the point because I see the connection. I see the destruction and what is being perpetrated. But my point is, and what I want to dispel this rumor for is because there are young people hear and see this just like we do. And if a young person hears that the black family is destroyed, then guess what? They'll feel that there's no need to form a black family. There's no need. It's destroyed already. So what's there to thrive for? If tell somebody, there's no need to go to college because nobody hires you because you have a college degree, then what's the point on going to college? I don't have to go to college because there's no money in having a degree. So if you keep programming people into thinking that something is destroyed, then they'll think it's destroyed. And I know y'all know some black families. We gotta stop letting these people that want to push an agenda for money or for whatever to keep doing that. Even if the black family was destroyed, why talk about it and talk about it and talk about it instead of finding a solution to fix it? Even with the child support hustle, when I'm talking about it, I'm trying to fix it. Anybody that's complaining about a problem over and over again, work towards something to fix the problem. And that's why I know people get offended sometimes on here when I say get off the computer and put your boots on the ground, because what's the point on sitting and complaining about the shit over and over again? That just makes you a whiner. So that's I just wanted to come on. Like I said, a lot of y'all been rocking with me for many years, and so I just wanted to let y'all know where I'm going with it, why my content is going to change up. Of course, I'm going to still post about child support and the need for reform, abolition on a lot of this stuff. But if y'all peep it, a lot of stuff has changed, but it hasn't been reformed. They've just been doing what they are supposed to do according to the regulations. That's all. We pulled their card. We said, y'all not supposed to lock people up because you can't pay what you don't have. You have to have the ability to pay. So the due process has to be there. So I'm gonna get off into something else, and that's not what this video is for. But y'all know I could start talking about child support and be on here all day. That's what I'm saying. This information is in my head. What am I supposed to do with all of this information? But keep talking about it. I said, you know what? I'm retired. I'm not talking about child support no more. I keep talking about it. I can't walk away. Okay, let me see if they fix the issue. It will bring the black family closest together and out of Brooklyn. That's right. That's exactly. They can if they keep talking about. There's an agenda. There's an agenda. The fatherless hustle. I wanted to put the fatherless crisis hustle, but I didn't put it, and you can only change it every 7 days or something. So I have to wait. But yeah, that's why they keep pushing it. They don't want to fix it. So we want to let people know that's not, and I'm gonna keep talking about it. That's not true. I don't have any faith in the judicial system at all. But we the people can have our own thing out here and let our children know what's really going on. That's my thing. Like, a lot of us, we too old, or people so set in their ways or whatever, but we can at least let the children know, hey, this is what's going on. That's my point. Like, a lot of people, when I post stuff, they come and say, oh, well, in my case, this, and that. And my response is, I'm not talking to you. This might not be for you. This might be for the 18-year-old that is being told that he needs to sign this paper at the hospital because this girl just had this baby that doesn't look like him, but they keep pressuring him to sign this AOP, and that's going to make him pay child support for 18 years once he knows that baby ain't here. Everything is not meant for you. But there goes the, now he want to argue with me, or now she want to argue with me. I don't have time for that. Oh, good, honey. Get them cases dismissed. Jeremy, I believe it was adopted from Europe, but I could be wrong about that. Because they crooked as hell, Adam. That's a question. Why do some get any justice and some don't? Right, Frank. And that's my fear too. My son getting bamboozled, but nah, it's not going on in my house. And that's why, like, the false allegations with violence or violence against somebody, like if you want to pick up your children or something like that, that's why I've said over the years, make sure you videotape everything, record everything, because they'll put a violent, like a domestic violence case on you and stuff like that. And I have one example. I'm gonna tell this story real quick, and then I'm gonna get up. I gotta go. But one example, fake allegations and how they can have you hemmed up. So I have my son was at the house, and I had changed my clothes. So I came out, it was like real quick. So I came out, I'm like, Dad, where's my son? Where's Kente? And so Dad said, I don't know, he was just here. So I go look out the window, and I see people. So it looks like there's a fight going on. So I go outside thinking some people are jumping my son. So I go out there, ready to turn up. I'm ready to fight instantly. So when I get out there, it's him standing over what comes to find out is a young lady. So I pull my son up, and I'm like just freaking out. But I know I didn't raise, my son don't hit women. It's not that. So I pull him back. By then, Dad had followed me outside because we ready to get raw. So Dad takes him in the house, and this lady gets up off the ground. Now she's cussing and fussing, and I mean, she going, "Hey, your motherfucking son just beat me up, and he going to jail, and all this kind of stuff." And I'm like trying to get her ass out of there, but she's not bleeding. She's not beat up. So I'm like, "Get out of here, get out. Just leave, just leave." So she's on the phone with the police, and she's telling the police, "This motherfucker just beat me up." Thank you, Alan. So I go in the house. I'm like, "What happened? What's going on?" So it's all chaos. He's like, "Mom, I did not touch her. She came over here. She's throwing this and this, all this stuff in the yard and all this kind of stuff." So I go back outside. She on the phone. "Your son going to jail. Your son, blah, 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 blah." So I go back in the house, and lo and behold, my dad says, "Oh, it's on camera." Because my son is saying, "I didn't do that." I said, "Okay." So my dad points out, we have cameras. So I'm like, "Oh." And I go back outside, and I go up to her car, and I point up to one of the cameras that's above the garage. And when I say that girl's eyes got this damn big, she was stuck. My point is, had it not been those cameras, by the time the police got there and we rewound the tape back, well, she had to clear her whole story up because she had lied to the police and said my son had beat her up and all this type of stuff. Well, really, she came out to my house throwing stuff at my son, beating on my son, and how she fell, he had tried to restrain her from fighting him. And so by the time the police came, she had to change her whole story when they were interviewing her. So their stories matched up perfectly because we had the tape. Had we not had the tape, the video, they would have arrested my son. My son would have had a DV violation, and his life would have been ruined. So I said that story to say, make sure everything is recorded when you're dealing with an ex, especially one that doesn't want you to see your children and doesn't want you to be involved. So, yeah, we don't want our kids to go through what we went through with this child support system, family court system. So, and that's another reason why I am still active for the kids. Because if you know something that can help somebody avoid this bullshit, why not tell people? You have to have cameras. You have to have cameras, Jeremy. I don't care. If y'all ever see my lives when I'm on live and somebody knock on my door, I'll go straight like that to the cameras and to my screens. Like, my ass is paranoid, especially after my house got shot up. I'm like, better call before you come. Yep. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I wanted to come on and just let you guys know what my content is going to be, why my content is going to be that. I'm not working on anything right now, Jay. We have worked together, and if anything comes up, we will work together. But like I was just saying earlier in the video, I'm not really working on child support reform anymore. I mean, I'm down for the cause. If anybody organizes a protest and y'all let me know that y'all marching, whatever, y'all let me know. I'll be there. I'm in it like that, boots on the ground. Y'all let me know I'm showing up. You have a blessed day too, Frank. Thanks for tuning in. But if you want to hire her, she's really a good attorney. She really down for the cause, and she understands. She understands the child support hustle. She really does. Yeah, yep. Okay, y'all, if y'all haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go and click the subscribe and share and tell your family and your friends. There's some very good information over there, and y'all be supporting your girl. So, thank you guys. Y'all have a good day. Fight the power.